Hi guys, it's Andy from Nismo Tech UK. Today we're giving an unboxing and overview for Steelseries. This is their 9H gaming headset. Okay, just before we get started, just want to say a massive thank you to our sponsor Steelseries for sending the 9H gaming headset out to us for this unboxing review, and obviously a little bit of a test coming a little bit later on in the video. So let's start with the packaging. We've got the Steelseries logo down at the bottom here. See the 9H gaming headset, a nice image of the actual headset itself. One thing to note is the Dolby technology that is included and built in to the actual 9H gaming headset. It's a premium tournament gaming headset, as it mentions here. Compatible with Mac, Windows, iOS and Android. Up at the top here we have got the various different teams that Steelseries are associated with and sponsor. And on that side there we have got a side image of the actual headset, and again on that side, but this time showing the other side where the actual retractable microphone comes out. So onto the back, which is where we're going to find the technical specification. Obviously we've got the Dolby technology which is built into the actual headset. We've also got a little bit here with regards to noise cancelling on the actual mic, and the fact that you are able to customise the audio experience with the Steelseries engine software, which I must say is probably the best bit of software that I've seen with regards to gaming peripherals that are on the market. So a couple of things to mention. We've got increased clarity and low distortion via next generation Steelseries audio drivers with a wide dynamic range and a custom engineered soundscape. Superior sound isolation thanks to its double enclosure ear cup technology. We've got Steelseries' innovative swappable cable management system with built-in audio control. Crystal clear communication via the large high-end retractable noise cancelling microphone, and it's powered by the Steelseries engine, as I've already mentioned. Also up at the top here we've got an image of the actual 9H as well as the different cable options that are available for you. And down at the bottom of the box, obviously you've got your barcode serial number, but you've also got the specification. So the speaker has got a frequency response of 10 to 28,000 kilohertz with an impedance of 29 ohms. Cable lengths, we've got 1.2 meter plus a 2 meter, giving a total of 3.2 meters. The microphone is a unidirectional with a frequency response of 50 up to 16,000 kilohertz with an impedance of 2k ohms and a sensitivity of minus 38 dB. Let's get into the box. Okay, so let's get into the box, pull the tab down and we can have a look and see what we get on the inside. So just going to remove this internal plastics here. Just going to close the box up a moment. Okay, so as you can see everything comes very nicely packaged indeed. We've got this plastic carton that it comes into. On the top here we've got what looks to be probably your user guide, etc., as well as a host of braided cables. Now if we pull this section off here, just move that down to one side, we can see the very nice looking 9H gaming headset in the middle here, and we also have this what looks to be like a USB sound card potentially, so we'll look at that in a bit more detail in a moment, as well as the actual headset itself. Okay, so I'm just going to pop the headset down over there a moment along with the actual cables, and we're going to have a look and see what we've got inside here. A sort of cardboard wallet. I'll just get this open. Okay. So on the inside you get your usual Steelseries sticker, very good at including them, as well as your quick start user guide which will tell you about all the various different ways of connecting the cables, what cable options you have, etc. So make sure you give this a good read. Also mentions about the USB sound card, and also when to tell whether Dolby is actually activated. So that's really good to see. Have a quick look at the actual sound card itself. So it's a USB sound card. with the Dolby Pro Logic technology built in. One thing to note as well is on the bottom here we've also got these sort of like rubberized anti-slip pads. So obviously when it's on your desk it means it's not going to move around too much. And also it's got here down on the software at steelseries.com. You've then got your audio and mic connection along with your cable connection to connect straight into the 9H. Talking about cables, let's now have a look at the various different cable options. Okie dokie. So the first one that we're going to look at here, first of all the cables here are quite small, quite thin. Rather than small, sorry, quite thin. And we've got the black and orange Steelseries branding on there. And I believe, yeah, we've also got Steelseries branding on the actual connector, so that's quite nice to see. This particular cable here comes with a built-in remote control. On the side here we've got a maximum and a minimum. There's quite a large gap between them actually, to be fair, with regards to your volume control on there. You've also then got your microphone mute. If I just switch that up and I'll see down, so I'll see that I'll make that mute the microphone. Still see with branding on there. I must admit that's got to sort of like use your nail in there. It's not quite as easy as it first look to switch that on. Maybe it's because it's new. It's coming a bit better now. So yeah, it's probably because that is new. With regards to the connectors, you just got to be a little bit careful because by the looks of things, these are look to be identical in size. But what you've also got on here is a label here which will tell you which way to actually, or which one to connect into the actual headset itself. So to carry on from that, we've also got this extender cable. I will be talking about lengths a little bit later on in the video, but again, obviously that's just basically an extension cable from there, so you can double the length up. Now basically you've got, if I just move the camera down a little bit, you've basically got three different options with regards to your connectivity. You've also got your USB sound card here, which obviously you can connect straight into the PC, and obviously that will then enable the Dolby technology, as far as I'm aware, to kick into life. Next one you have is this little fella here, which is primarily used for connecting to your smartphone, your tablet, etc. And all that you do, obviously connect that into the actual headset, and then connect that one into that little fella right there. And basically it just removes the actual microphone essentially, and also just provides you with pure audio. So that's that one there. The next one is this one here, which basically converts it into a headphone and microphone jack. So you've got three different ways of connecting into the actual headset and onto your PC. Okay, so let's have a closer look at the 9H gaming headset. The first thing to obviously notice is obviously, as you've already seen with the cable options, there are no cables connected directly to the actual headset, so everything is completely modular and you can move them all around. So where to start? Right up the top here we've got the Steelseries logo sort of embedded into the actual headband. Quite a lot of flexibility, even though that is a hard plastic, there is a bit of flex in there as well, and I suppose that's probably due to the actual shape of the actual headband. Underneath here we've got four individual different pads, very very soft, nice amount of foam in there. I see it's a fabric covering that's been applied over the top of the actual foam to obviously stop you from sweating and putting pressure on your actual head. Feels really really comfortable, even just doing that. Feels very very premium indeed. Let's take a look at this side. We can see that we've got the Steelseries branding here on this silver plastic expander. I see very very positive, very clicky, very positive with regards to its expandability. Just having a look on the inside here, hopefully you can just about see that. We have got an indicator that that is the right hand side ear cup. And obviously, just to confirm, we've got the left-hand side there. So a very, very large ear cup in terms of its thickness and sort of general overall size. There's not a great deal of movement, but probably about right, actually, to be fair, with regards to it sort of tilting in and out to obviously adjust to your ears. Again, obviously we've got a plastic outer coating on this, and the actual ear cups pivots at this point here, and again, probably yeah, but I would say probably this is actually quite perfect amount of movement with regards to the actual ear cup. You don't really want it to be any more than that, and certainly any less than that would be, you know, potentially a bit difficult to sort of adjust and become comfortable for you. One thing to notice as well on the inside here, to obviously, you know, prevent damage, etc., you've got this real soft bit of foam in here, and essentially that's just going on the inside of the actual ear cup to obviously stop it from creating that sort of clunky noise. So obviously it just helps with regards to the noise level coming from the actual headset when you're actually going to adjust. Okay, so onto the actual ear cups themselves. These are very soft leatherette foam ear cups. Can't get over how soft these are. These are real nice indeed. Also, we've got the orange stitching around the outside, which looks really good, adds to the overall look. And on the inside, we've got a lot of padding to protect the drivers underneath, and obviously it's in orange as well. It looks really good, but I can't get over how soft these are. Very soft indeed, very flexible, and as you can see, it shouldn't have any problems for anyone's ears to fit inside there, and obviously be very comfortable for you to wear. So that's it for that side there. We're going to come over to this side, and on here we have got your microphone. Very easy to pull down by the looks of things, like so. Quite nice in the way that reacts and goes straight out like that. Again, it's a very flexible microphone. I see you've got like a gridded area here for your thumb to pull it in and out. So we'll just pop that back in a moment. As you can see, just put your thumb over there, pull it down, and away you go. Also, you've got the microphone built into that as well. An oversized microphone. We've got this coil here, metal coil, which seems to have some form of plastic coating over it to obviously protect it and obviously make it probably a bit easier to slide up inside the actual ear cup. Also on this side you have got your cable connector here, which obviously I'm going to test this in a little bit later on, but I would have thought the cable or the microphone would have been a lot easier to have on that side, purely because obviously you've got the cable coming down here, and obviously that's where you're going to be pulling your microphone out, so you might have a tendency to potentially pull the actual cable out or interfere with the actual cable itself. There's a hell of a lot of flexibility in this. Very nice. With regards to its weight at the moment, I would say it's extremely lightweight. Feels just so premium in its quality and its build. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to obviously give this a good thorough testing. Because of the actual price tag on the 9H gaming headset, I'm probably going to give this a lot longer than what I would normally. And I'm going to come back to you in a moment with my overall thoughts. Okay, so onto the Steelseries Engine 3 software here. The first thing you notice is that you've got my gear, and obviously we've got the 9H headset in here. In the configuration, you are able to select multiple different profiles if you have any selected. In the library, you can add an application or a game, and obviously you can then set your various different profile to come up and load up for that particular game when it's actually started, which is a really cool feature. It means that it does it, straight away there for you. Okay, so if we go and look at the actual settings for the 9H, I'll just remove that there. Right here you have got the Dolby on and off. Now when I did a test on this particular headset, having the Dolby on made a massive difference to how clear and how fantastic the sound from the headset actually become. and it really did surprise me how good these were when the Dolby technology was actually enhanced. I mean, they sound really good without it anyway, but when these kick into life with the Dolby technology, it is absolutely stunning. And you find yourself sort of just drifting away into music. When playing games with the Dolby on, explosions, gunfire, just general sort of gameplay is just enhanced so much by the Dolby technology. It really does make it stand out. Next thing that you have down below is your equalizer. Now, obviously, you've got a couple of presets that are on here, preset, like music, for example. You can then go in and easily edit these up and down to get the type of response that you want from your particular headset. Up at the top here, you've also got auto mic compression. So I'm just going to turn that on now, and hopefully you should see that's going to make a bit of a difference to the actual quality of the mic. And turning that back off there. The other thing that you've got down here is the mic noise cancellation. And at the moment that's set to off, so you're probably hearing quite a bit of background noise and a bit of fuzziness from that. So the noise reduction really does work extremely well. And to be honest, the majority of the time you'll probably find that you keep that on, just obviously keep the noise out effectively. This thing here is the side tone. Now this is a little bit unusual. Essentially, turning this up, I can now sort of start to hear myself talk, which is quite unusual, quite weird. It's hard to explain, but because the noise cancelling on the actual headset is so good, you might need to actually hear yourself talk, and it's just a very, very weird. It's like a tinny echo, which is really weird to explain. Personally, I wouldn't actually use that. The other thing that you got here is obviously the volume on the microphone, just turning it up and down, just to give you an indication as to what that does, but it's self-explanatory. Live preview down at the bottom here means that obviously if I put that to off and I adjust something here, it's not going to do anything until I save that. So that's quite cool. You can actually adjust things on the fly and get it right, especially when it comes to the equalizer settings. Over on the configs, you are able to create a brand new profile if you wish, and obviously this then comes into play when you're looking at the original part of the actual headset software here. So let's now go on to my personal thoughts about the 9H. Okay, so the next thing that I want to talk to you guys about is the build quality. Now, personally, these are extremely comfortable. I'm absolutely surprised as to how comfortable these are to actually wear. There's even right from brand new out of the box, there's no sort of pressure around the head, around the ears. My ears fit in the actual cups absolutely perfectly, to the point where there's very, very little movement around my ears, so it's a perfect fit for myself. They don't feel too heavy at all. Like I already mentioned, the actual headset itself is extremely light, and overall they just feel mega comfortable. With regards to its build quality, again, absolutely fantastic. Cannot fault the actual headset itself at all in a way that it's been built. Yes, there is quite a lot of plastic, probably a little bit more than what I would want to see on a headset of this price range, but at the end of the day, the actual quality that you when you're touching it, when you're feeling it, when you're listening to it, is absolutely out of this world. And without a shadow of a doubt, this is the best gaming headset that I've had the privilege of reviewing so far. Now, a lot of people compare this 9H to the V2s from Steelseries with regards to its sound quality. And I must admit, after reviewing the Siberia Heat Orange Limited Edition versions of the V2s, I must admit the sound quality is extremely similar. The only thing I will say, that with the addition of the USB sound card and obviously the Dolby technology that's built in, when you're using that, it gives it so much clearness. That's the only way that I can describe it. It's just absolutely mega clear. Vocals, female vocalists sound like angels. They're just so clear. The males are not too bad on that at all. So this is when listening to music. When gaming, explosions more or less make you jump and move around. The Dolby technology has really made this stand out from the rest. Now, one thing that I did mention a little bit earlier was with regards to the microphone and also the actual cable itself. Now, I must admit, when I've been sort of pulling the microphone in and out, it's not been as bad as what I'd have thought it would have been. However, I still would have liked either the microphone or the cable to go onto the other side of the actual headset, so that if I was to have to pull the mic out quickly to talk to someone or something like nature, it means I'm not going to end up pulling on the cable and dislodging it from my head. So the big question is whether or not the SteelSeries 9H gaming headset is worth spending your money on. Now, as I already mentioned a few moments ago, for me, it's too plasticky. I would have liked to have seen something a little bit more detail, maybe some aluminium or something like nature. And obviously, I get SteelSeries; they're trying to make them lightweight, but if you were to just quickly glance at them, you probably think that they're not really that good. It's only when you get up close to them and start feeling them, you start wearing them, and you start listening to sound through them, etc., that you realise that you are holding an extremely premium quality gaming headset. So for me, I would have liked to have seen a little bit more with regards to its overall design. But in terms of the sound quality, in terms of it being comfortable, the mic, I've not had any problems talking to people on Skype. Everyone can say that they can hear me crystal clear, etc. So that seems to be very, very good indeed. So yeah, with regards to its build quality, the sound, the mic, the comfort, it really does hit the nail on the head. So I hope you liked the unboxing and overview for the SteelSeries 9H gaming headset. I did send a tweet out a while ago, and a couple of people sort of messaged me with regards to their personal thoughts on this headset. So a couple of people I know have actually owned these in the past. So I'll be interested to get your guys' views on as to how you think they overall look, and also if you've had them, if you've used them, what you think about the sound quality. So with that said, we'll look forward to seeing you in our next video. We hoped you liked our video review. If you did, then please leave a like as well as any comments or questions you may have down below. Full details and specifications on this item can be found at our website, nismotech.com, along with all the links for purchasing if you wish. Also on our site you'll find our latest reviews and current giveaways, plus a lot more. We look forward to seeing you in our next review.